Good evening, everybody. Marshfield Community Television, Patriot League Varsity boys basketball action tonight between the Rams of Marshfield and the visiting Eagles of Plymouth North. Should be a good contest about to get underway. We have the starting lineups for you. For the visitors from Plymouth, it will be Nolan Liskoff, Josh Gomes, Alec Peruzzi, Jamori Leonard, and Cam Shaughnessy. For the Rams of Marshfield, it'll be Rocco DeSantis, Jack Mitchelson, Curtis Weisberger, Gerber, Evan Millerick, and James DiGiacomo. David Snow with you on a Thursday night, coming to you from the gymnasium on the campus of Marshfield High, and we're underway. Leonard gets the ball in to Liskoff. Liskoff, one of the four captains of the Eagles. Out to Leonard. Leonard up top to Gomes. Gomes works it around the arc to Liskoff. Liskoff down low, puts it into Shaughnessy, puts it up with the left hand. It's good and the foul. So a quick start for the Eagles. Cam Shaughnessy, a known quantity, senior, another one of the captains here. Lays it in off the glass for two, picks up the foul. First team foul. And he connects to make it a three-point play. So the Eagles jumped out to a three-point lead. Cam Shaughnessy with the basket and the converted free throw. The three-point attempt up for the Rams. Comes off from DiGiacomo, no good. Rebound to the Eagles. Bringing the ball up quick. Got a ball deflected out off of Marshfield. It'll be Plymouth ball in front of the Marshfield bench. Marshfield comes into this with a record of 1-1. We're on hiatus for COVID. Plymouth North comes into this with a record of 3-1. Officials getting on the same page here. Coach Fisher not pleased with the call. We can see that right on camera. Inbounds from Peruzzi. Peruzzi gets it to Leonard. Leonard back to Peruzzi outside with a quick couple of fakes. Sends it up top to Gomes. Gomes now over to Leonard. Ball to the top of the arc, driven in by Liskoff. Puts it up off the rim. No good. Rebound brought down by Weisgerber in his return. Millerick with the ball. Kicks it around. Quick shot from Mitchelson. No good. Rebounded. Sent out. Stepped out of bounds. Was retrieved by Curtis Weisgerber. He stepped on the outline. Be inbounded now by the Eagles, holding a 3-0 lead. 1 minute played. Thursday night in the Patriot League. Leonard now across the timeline, takes it all himself, dishes off to Gomes. Gomes to Shaughnessy. Shaughnessy backs it out to Gomes. Gomes with a little bunny there. He misses completely. The rebound down to DiGiacomo. DiGiacomo kicks it out on the left to Millerick. Millerick finds Weisgerber. Shot no good by DiGiacomo. Rebound comes down to the Eagles. It's Gomes, catches Shaughnessy, flying through the air, brings it down. Gets it out to Leonard. Leonard up top now to Liskoff. Nolan Liskoff. Leonard drives, kicks it to Gomes. Gomes gets it blocked there by Weisgerber. We got a foul that's going to go against Josh Gomes, so he picks up the first team foul for the Eagles. 6:06 to go in the first quarter. 3-0 Plymouth North. Early stages. Millerick kicks it over to DeSantis. DeSantis to Weisgerber, puts it up off the rim, no good. Rebound goes to Liskoff. Liskoff now on the left of Peruzzi. Peruzzi stops just outside the key, kicks it all the way back out to Leonard. Leonard to Peruzzi. Alec Peruzzi kicks it into Shaughnessy. Shaughnessy harassed by Weisgerber. Shaughnessy puts it up off the rim. No good. Rebound inside. Good battle there by Jamori Leonard. He's able to lay it in. Got a push. So we had the basket converted by Jamori Leonard and then the foul on Jamori Leonard. Marshfield ball trailing by 5. 5.5 to go in the first quarter. Mitchelson, Jack Mitchelson holds. The senior looks, gets it out just barely to DiGiacomo. DiGiacomo to Millerick. Millerick back out top. Kicks it around all the way to Mitchelson. Mitchelson up top to Millerick. Drove the lane, got tied up there. The possession arrow is going to maintain here. It'll be Ram ball. The next one will go to the Eagles. So 5-0 early. Rams looking to get on track offensively. It's Mitchelson, launches up a three. It's around the rim, no good. Rebound comes down to Leonard. The outlet to Gomes. Gomes, quick turnover there. Picked up by DeSantis. DeSantis gets it to DiGiacomo. Got a foul. Foul goes against Leonard. Jamori Leonard picks up his second. It's 3 on the team. Just inside of 5 minutes to go in this first quarter. Ball to be inbounded now by Millerick. Millerick kicks it into Weisgerber. Weisgerber gets it over now all the way in the corner now to DeSantis. DeSantis drives in, spins, turns around, off the rim, no good. Rebound to Yopes. Julian Yopes drives the ball, kicks it out to Peruzzi. Peruzzi stops, draws contact, puts up a shot, nails it. 7-0. Quick 7-0 lead for the Eagles of Plymouth North. Noisy guests. Timeout called by the Rams. We'll take a quick timeout and join you right after the break. David Snow with you on a Thursday night. Marshfield Community Television, Patriot League boys varsity action. So coming out of the first time out of the game, Coach Fisher on his knees, looking to get the team on track offensively. And the Eagles looking to do more of the same on the other side. Jump into a 7-0 lead early here, 4:32 to go in the first quarter. It'll be Marshfield ball. Going to be inbounded by Rocco DeSantis, one of the co-captains, along with Curtis Weisgerber. It's Millerick. Evan Millerick kicks it out to DiGiacomo. James DiGiacomo is this senior. Ball now in the lane. Mitchelson drives. As DeSantis has it taken away there. Plymouth on the move, pull up from the free throw line. Shot no good by Liskoff. Rebounded by Campbell. Josh Campbell lays it in. We got a 9-point lead for the Eagles. 4 minutes to go in the quarter. Millerick kicks it back, gets it in his hands across now. Had Mitchelson fire up a three, but he did draw the foul. Shot was no good, but he drew 3. So it'll be 3 shots at the line for the senior, Jack Mitchelson. Marshfield looks to get on track here. First one is short. Second one is good. So Marshfield has broken the ice now, 9-1. Jack Mitchelson will get one more. He'll have some company underneath now. It'll be Nolan Liskoff and Josh Campbell that will join him. COVID rules, just 2. So 2 free throws, 2 of 3 for Jack Mitchelson. Marshfield on the board, it's 9-2. 3:45 to go in this first quarter. Peruzzi harassed by DeSantis, drives the lane himself off the rim, no good. Rebound to Weisgerber. Weisgerber bringing it down. Gets it over to Millerick. Millerick stopped there. Kobe Loria. Ball taken away. Got a timeout by Plymouth North. So a little bit better there in a burst from Marshfield. We'll join you right after this timeout. The score 9-2 in favor of Plymouth North. 3:29 to go in the first quarter. So coming out of the Plymouth North timeout, the Eagles will have the ball, looking to build on their lead. Rams looking to still get a little more rhythm to their offense. Haven't really had the hot hand shooting as of yet. 14 fouls so far for the Eagles, 1 for the Rams. That could play a factor as we move along through the half. It's Yopes for Plymouth North. Much heralded, gets it to Liskov, back to Yopes, over to Peruzzi. Peruzzi holds, has DeSantis on him, guarding closely. 10 on the shot clock. Shaughnessy turns with the left hand around the rim, no good. Rebound there to Colby Loria. Gets it to Millerick. Millerick to Mitchelson, to DeSantis. DeSantis drives the lane with the left hand, no good. Couldn't get it to fall. Loria pulls down a rebound. He goes up, no good. Tough break. Unlucky there. Shaughnessy brings it down. Ball comes all the way down with the ball up and around off the rim by Campbell. Shaughnessy battles for it. Weisgerber comes away with it. Gets it to Mitchelson. Mitchelson stops outside the arc. To Loria. Back to Mitchelson. Weisgerber up top to Millerick. Millerick drives, kicks it back out to Loria. Loria drives, stops, kicks it back out to Mitchelson for a 3. Off the rim, no good. That was short. It's Peruzzi with the ball for Plymouth North. Ball comes away. We've got a push. It's going to go against Rocco DeSantis. That's his first, second on the team. Non-shooting foul. Going to be inbounded by Josh Campbell. He's a sophomore. For a substitution of the game for the Rams, it's going to be Skulski. Going to come in and relieve DeSantis for a minute. Yopes now with the ball for the Eagles. Guarded there by Millerick. Finds his way. Gets the ball nicely down to Campbell. So the assist will go to Yopes. The basket by Campbell. Another quick timeout taken by Coach Fisher. Not happy with the defensive effort. 2:15 to go in this first quarter. Plymouth has come in here and established their will on the offensive glass. 11-2. So Coach Fisher's going to plead with his team to slow things down, spread the ball a little bit, and get better looks. As mentioned, Marshfield comes into this one 1-1. They did have to take some time off due to COVID. And really their second game back. They just played 2 nights ago down at Whitman-Hanson. A little bit undermanned in that one. And in talking to Coach Fisher in the third quarter, Whitman-Hanson was able to pull away and bring Marshfield's first loss of the season. So at 1-1, facing a team that's played twice as many games. 3-1 for the Plymouth North Eagles. They've come in here and shot the ball well. It looks like it'll be Same 5 coming out for the Rams. Skulski, Millerick, Weisgerber, Loria, and Millerick, and Jack Mitchelson. Could never forget him. Kobe Loria now inbounds the ball to Millerick. Evan Millerick brings it down. He's a senior. Kicks it out to Loria. Loria to Weisgerber. Weisgerber puts up a 3 around the rim. No good. Battle there. Brought down by Josh Campbell. Yopes now stops outside the 3. Drives the lane. Lays it in up off the glass. 13-2 in favor of Plymouth North. Marshfield still trying to get on track. Millerick comes into the lane, tries to draw contact, puts it off hard off the rim, no good. Rebound to Yopes. Julian Yopes, he's a senior. Now a steal quickly by Millerick. Millerick takes it in, around, no good. Marshfield not able to get it to fall. Loria brought it down, it went out off of Yopes. It'll be Marshfield ball. Be inbounded on the side. Another part of the COVID rules. Curtis Weisgerber comes out of the game. He's replaced by Connor Walden, one of the Walden twins from Marshfield. Connor's both juniors. 6'5" junior now into the game to bone up against Shaughnessy. It's Loria now down low. He draws a foul. It's going to go against Zimotel. It'll be a non-shooting foul. 5th on the Eagles. Inbound now by Millerick. Gets it to Walden. Walden kicks it to Loria. Loria drives, tries to put it in with the right hand. No good. Shaughnessy with the rebound. Gets it to Yopes. Zimotel back out to Shaughnessy with the left-handed shot from outside. A 3. No good. Rebound. Falls to Skulski. Skulski gets it to Walden. Walden drives. Stops. Kicks it out to Skulski, who nails a 3. So Vinny Skulski had the rebound and the 3-pointer. That will feel good. 13-5. Signs of life from the Rams. Allen now with the ball. He gets tied up. That ball's going to go to Plymouth North. So better from the Rams. A little life from the bench. Made 3-pointer. Big help. Skulski off the bench. Going to be inbounded by Max Allen. He's a junior. He finds Yopes. 41 seconds to go in the quarter. 8-point lead for the visiting Plymouth North Eagles. Yopes takes it all the way in himself, lays it up, and he's going to be called for the offensive foul. Charge was drawn by Connor Walden. So that one goes against the Eagles. Walden pays the price. That'll be 16 fouls on the Eagles. Next one will put the Rams at the line. Shaughnessy comes out of the game. He's replaced by Aiden Grant for the Eagles. He's a sophomore. Millerick now, taking a look. Gets it to Mitchelson. Mitchelson to Walden. Walden back around to Millerick. Now up top to Skulski, feeling it. It's going to be short. Loria tries to save it. It hits the baseline. It'll be Plymouth North ball with 15 seconds to go. Yopes holds, get 12 seconds to get it down the floor and get a good look. Takes it, holding, guarded by Millerick, goes in, gets the contact from Skulski. That foul's going to go to Vinny Skulski. That's going to be the 3rd on the Rams, away from the basket. Non-shooting foul. Coach Fisher yelling instructions defensively. 3.2 to go on the clock. It goes to Yopes. Yopes going to have to take it himself. It's a big long 3. It's off the rim. No good. That's the way it's going to end for the first quarter. Tough shooting quarter for the Rams. Good defensive presence from the Eagles of Plymouth North, who have staked themselves to a 13-5 lead here after 1 quarter of play. We'll be back with you for second quarter action in the Patriot League on Marshfield Community Television. Thanks for joining us tonight. We're back for the second quarter between the Rams of Marshfield tonight hosting the Eagles of Plymouth North, taking the ride up Route 3. Come visit the Rams. Unpleasant guests so far, stake themselves to a 13-5 lead. Millerick with the ball for the Rams. Holds, takes it himself, sees some daylight, kicks it back out. Ball comes out to Weisgerber, puts up a three around the rim, no good. Rebound to Campbell. Campbell with the outlet to Yopez. Yopez holds, gets it to Shaughnessy. Shaughnessy holds the ball above his head, kicks it back to Allen. Max Allen drives, runs into a couple of Ram defenders there. Ball comes out to Z Modal. Now back out to Allen. Allen along the lane, gets it to Campbell, unable to lay it in there. Rebound comes out to Millerick. So Millerick, Walden feeling it, puts up a three off the front of the rim, no good. Rams are missing it right there a lot tonight. 13-5, 7:05 to go in the second quarter. Yopez guarded tightly there. Ends up throwing the ball away. He was trying to connect there with Allen. Some solid defense being played there by DiGiacomo for the Rams. So it's Habel into the game for the Rams. He inbounds it, gets it to Millerick, sorry. Habel up top. Weisgerber takes a look, gets it to Walden. Walden turns, he's got Shaughnessy on him. Habel. Ball comes all the way out to Weisgerber, puts up a three off the front of the rim, no good. Walden with the rebound, gets stripped of it, ends up with Yopez. He's able to find Lizgov. Shaughnessy takes it all himself, and he a little bit out of control as he approached the basket. Charge was taken there effectively again by Weisgerber. So that's 7 fouls on the Eagles, and that's going to send the Rams to the line. This may be a way to make up. That should be the bonus. The next one will be a shooting foul. It's DeSantis. DeSantis to Walden. DiGiacomo back to Walden to DiGiacomo. DiGiacomo goes to put it in with the right hand, has it swatted away by Campbell. Eagles are on the fly. Yopez launches a three. It's good. He saw that one. 16-5, 11-point lead for the Rams. DeSantis draws some contact. They call the offensive foul. Drawn there by Yopez. Julian Yopez doing it on both ends. Hits the three, comes down and takes the charge from DeSantis. Just under 6 minutes to go in the second quarter. Substitution, Evan Millerick back into the game, replaces Rocco DeSantis. DeSantis disappointed on the bench right now. Habel. It's Peruzzi. Peruzzi to Yope is going to launch another three. That's no good. Not even close. Habel with the ball. Millerick drives into the lane, puts it in off the glass. He gets called for the offensive foul. So offensive fouls are coming fast and furious here. Charge taken by Alec Peruzzi. We've got Aiden Walden steps in for his brother Connor. It's going to be Plymouth North ball holding an 11-point lead. Shaughnessy with the ball for Plymouth South. Takes a look around. Steal attempt there by Habel. Ball up top now with Lizgov. Nolan Lizgov, the senior, comes into the lane, drives it up with a right hand off the glass. It's good. Nolan Lizgov, 13-point lead for the Eagles. Ball up top now. Weisgerber kicks it out to Habel, puts it behind his back, gets it into the lane to Walden, who lays it in off the glass. Aiden Walden. Okay, Yopez comes down now in the lane, puts it in off the front of the rim. It's no good. Rebound to Weisgerber. Gets it to Millerick. Millerick with a head up. Finds Habel, who gets it to Walden eventually. Comes down with it. A little bit of trouble. Comes all the way out to Weisgerber, who's going to launch a three off the rim. No good. Rebound to Shaughnessy. Shaughnessy with the outlet to Peruzzi. Peruzzi now gets it down to Lizgov. Holds. 11-point lead for Plymouth North. Quick steal there, nicely done. Well played by DiGiacomo. Ends up with Millerick. Millerick back to DiGiacomo, who launches a three, no good. Referee with the call. Foul's going to go against Plymouth North. It goes against Cam Shaughnessy. It's 2 on Shaughnessy. Multiple substitutions. We'll get those to you as we move along here. Wholesale changes across the board. 4:22 to go in this one. Plymouth North 18, Marshfield 7. It's going to be Aiden Walden at the line. Shooting 1-1. The first one's good. Marshfield is in the bonus. Earns a second one. 18-8. Rams looking to cut into this lead. And trailing from the very beginning of this one. 2 good free throws made there by Aiden Walden. 18-9, Plymouth North. It's Allen with the ball for the Eagles. Harassed there by Mitchelson. Gomes with it. Gomes gets it to Liskoff, who puts it up from the free throw line. It's up, no good. Rebound to Gomes. Gomes kicks it back out to Liskoff. Liskoff short with that one. Hits the front of the rim. Looking. Got a quick timeout. Liskoff was getting himself into a little bit of trouble, so Coach Ward decided to call the timeout and bail him out. When we come back, there'll be 27 seconds on the shot clock. Plenty of time for Plymouth North to put something together. It's 18-9. 3:59 to go in the second quarter. We'll come right back with you. Thanks for tuning in tonight on Marshfield Community Television and streaming on Facebook Live. As we come out of the timeout, again, 3:59 to go in the second quarter, 18-9. Plymouth North holding on to a lead that they've had from the outset. Be Plymouth ball. Liskoff to inbound. Finds Peruzzi. Peruzzi guarded tightly there by Doyle from Marshfield. Jared Doyle just into the game. Liskoff finds a cutting Peruzzi, who lays it up and in. Backdoor cut. Peruzzi puts it up with the right hand. 29 in favor of Plymouth North. Habel with the ball. Matt Habel gets it into Walden, who couldn't hold on to it. It's Zimotel came away with that one. Liskoff. Back to Allen. Allen finds Gomes. Nice cut, Pat. We got a quick travel there that's called on Max Allen. He's thinking about spinning and putting up a shot, but took a couple of quick steps that were picked up by the official. Turnover to Marshfield. Curtis Ways-Gerber comes back into the game, replacing Jared Doyle. Coach Fisher quickly with some instructions for Doyle. Pat in the shoulder. So it's Millerick with the ball for the Rams, trying to cut into this 11-point lead. Walden in tight, puts it up off the glass. It's around the rim, no good. Rebound comes down to Zimoto. Dylan Zimoto. Allen with the ball, gets it to Gomes. Gomes kicks it out to Liskoff. Liskoff puts it off the glass around the rim, no good. Rebound battle for him, brought down by Walden. Aiden Walden. Ball ends up with Jack Mitchelson up top, shoots it up short, just barely catches the rim there. The Eagles are on the move. It's Gomes. Gomes finds a streaking Peruzzi who puts it in off the glass. 22-9. Weisgerber right at the top of the key. Puts it in off the glass around, no good. Rebound comes down to Zimoto. Allen with the ball. Max Allen at midcourt. Kicks it to Lizkov. Comes out to Peruzzi. Ball fake. Ends up in the hands of Max Allen, who lays it in. 24-9. 15-point lead. Answered quickly there by Aiden Walden, who throws up a three. 24-12. Just under 2 minutes to go. Second quarter. Eagles with the ball. Josh Gomes up top. Tries to hit Peruzzi, but it's taken away there by Weisgerber. Millerick with the ball now up top. Spins, turns, picks up the foul. It's going to go against number 4, I believe. On the arm. It's going to go against Lizkov. So as mentioned, the Rams are in the bonus. Eagles making some changes, wholesale. Get to those in a second. It's going to be Evan Millerick at the line for the Rams. Trailing by 12, 1:40 to go in the half. He's shooting 1 and 1. The first one's up and it's good. He'll earn another. Cam Shaughnessy underneath, along with Josh Campbell. Quick substitution. Jack Mitchelson back into the game. Skulski in the game for the Rams. Weisgerber, Walden, and Millerick, who misses a second, battles for the rebound. Peruzzi comes away with it. Gets it into the hands of Yopis. Kind of blows his way down the line. Quick feet, good handle. Josh Campbell holds. Guarded there by Walden. Yopis takes it himself, comes in, draws the contact. Foul's going to go against Curtis Weisgerber. Got him on the arm. That's 16 fouls on the Rams. Next one will get them into the bonus. Plymouth North will go into the bonus. 2 free throws now for Yopis. First one's up. It's good. Nothing but net there. 12-point lead. Walden and Weisgerber underneath. Aiden Walden. Second one's good. Yopis having a nice first half for the Eagles. Millerick now with the ball for the Rams. Still trying to get on track offensively. It's Mitchelson. Mitchelson to Skulski. Takes a look. Gets it into the corner. Walden. Walden all the way down to Millerick. Millerick in among the trees. Throws it up. No good. No contact. Was trying to draw the foul there. It's Peruzzi for the Eagles. Gets it to Yopis. Under a minute to go in the half. Yopis going to launch a three. Around the rim. No good. Battle for. Comes all the way back out to Lizkov. 40 seconds to go in the half. Yopis guarded by Skulski. Skulski reaches around. The foul's going to be on him. That'll be 7 on the Rams, and it will put the Eagles at the line. So Julian Yopis, he's a senior guard. Stepping back to the line. Hits the first one. Confident shooter. 14-point lead for Plymouth North. Connor Walden checks back into the game, replacing Curtis Weisgerber. Second one's good. 28-13, 15-point lead. Half a minute to go in this one. First half. Skulski drives, picks up a blocking foul on Yopis. Yopis goes over to offer Skulski a hand. Good sportsmanship there.
Thank you, sir.
Skulski's going to go to the line now. 2 shots. First one's up, hits the front of the rim, no good. We'll have some company now. Lizgoff's going to join him as well as Campbell for the Eagles. Filling the lane. It's better from Skulski there, makes 1 of 2. Senior guard. 28-14. Plymouth looks to hold for the last shot here. Shot clock is off. Yopis holds. Guarded by Millerick. Millerick spreads the arms wide. Little pick there from Shaughnessy. Yopis drives, kicks it out to Shaughnessy. Looks to draw the foul. Doesn't get the whistle. Ends up with Lizgoff, who drives the lane and does pick up the foul. It's going to go against Skulski. So it's going to send Nolan Lizgoff to the line here, looking to add to this lead right before the break. He makes the first one. Lizgoff, one of the 4 captains here, along with Gomes, Shaughnessy, and Yopis. All 4 seniors. Second one's good. 30-14. Ball inbounded. Doesn't get to anybody. Coach is looking for one more possession based off of it not touching anybody. Yeah, it'll be Plymouth ball. Can't be much left on the clock. And right after this inbounds and possible shot attempt, that'll be it for the half. Yopis to inbound. Gonna try and throw it. He gets it to Peruzzi, who turns with the 3. It's up off the back of the rim, no good. So Plymouth North has come in to Marshfield tonight and put on a good offensive show in the first half, scoring 30. Rams never really got on track with any consistent offense. 30-14 at the half. We'll be back with you for second half action from the gymnasium at Marshfield High School. Thanks for joining us on Marshfield Community Television. We'll be back with you shortly. We're back for the second half here from the gymnasium at Marshfield High School. Visiting Plymouth North Eagles, out to a 30-14 lead after one half. Coach Fisher from Marshfield letting his team know how unhappy he is with the effort. We'll look for some improved play, certainly some spirited play. The veteran coach laid into him. We start the second half with the same start as we began the game with for Marshfield. Yope is with the ball for Plymouth North. 16-point lead. Quick strip there from Millerick, who's playing some good defense. Yopis drives the lane, carries it in. Can't lay it in. So it'll come to DeSantis. Rocco DeSantis with the ball. Takes a look. Gets it to Weisgerber, who kicks it all the way around to DiGiacomo. DiGiacomo to Mitchelson. Around we go. All the way back to DiGiacomo. Gets it to DeSantis, who's going to drive. Picks up the foul on the outside. Foul's going to go against Yopis. Quick substitution. It's going to be Jamori Leonard. Comes in for Yopis. In talking to Coach Ward today, he's very pleased with Yopis' performance thus far this season. Weisgerber with the ball for the Rams up top. Drives. Goes up off the glass. No good. Rebound brought down by Cam Shaughnessy. Lizgoff with the ball, guarded by Millerick. DeSantis steps in, can't knock it away. Millerick now guarding Leonard. Leonard gets it into Campbell. Campbell backs his way in, puts it in up off the glass, no good. DiGiacomo with the rebound. DeSantis with the ball for the Rams up top. 20 on the shot clock. It's going to be Jack Mitchelson, who puts up a three off the rim. No good. Can't get it to fall. Shaughnessy with another rebound. Gets it to Lizgoff. Lizgoff fires it up there to Campbell. Campbell kicks it all the way out to Peruzzi. Peruzzi steps into the lane, puts up the right hand. Too soft. No good. DeSantis with the outlet to DiGiacomo, who lays it in off glass. First points of the quarter, 30-16. 6:22 to go in this third quarter. 14-point lead for the Eagles. Leonard takes it all himself. He's going to pick up an offensive foul. Came in with a head of steam. Charge was taken. A lot of charges have been taken tonight. Offensive fouls aplenty. Inbounds there. Marshfield looking to cut into a 14-point lead. Evan Millerick with the ball, guarded tightly, gets it over to Weisgerber, puts it up and gets the shooter's roll. Good signs here, lead down to 12. Weisgerber with his bucket. Lizgoff tried to drive the lane, got contact but no call. DeSantis holding the ball just outside the arc. He's going to launch a three and it's good. As expected, a timeout. Better start. Coach Fisher's tirade at the half seems to have woken up a Rams club that had been asleep for really the first half of this one. So better signs of life coming from the Rams. They've closed this lead to 9. 5:47 to go in this third quarter. Better shooting. DeSantis picked up the ball there, launched a three. Nothing but net. Quick timeout taken by Coach Ward. I'd like to thank him for taking time to speak with me this morning, talking about his team, the experience so far this year. Played only 4 games at this point, 3 wins, 1 loss. Was happy to be bringing the team in tonight on the road, looking to pick up a victory. As always, Coach Fisher, very generous with his time, loves to talk basketball. Very happy with his team. They've been through a lot. Had to take that long break off due to COVID when all of Marshfield went to a hybrid learning experience. That shut down the athletic team. So that's another challenge in a year that's unlike any other, a season that's unlike any other. So hoping for better things here in the second half. Rams actually be in action tomorrow night as well, right here again at the gymnasium at Marshfield High against Duxbury. The Dragons will cross town, cross the border Friday night at 6:30, right here on Marshfield Community Television. Marshfield versus Duxbury. Hope you'll join us then. But for now, 5:47 to go in this third quarter. Plymouth looks to inbound. It'll be Alec Peruzzi, multi-sport athlete for the Eagles. He's a junior. Inbounds the ball to Liskov. Liskov bringing the ball up, guarded tightly there by DeSantis. Ball to Campbell. Campbell gets it into Shaughnessy, backs in, puts it up. He draws the foul, and it's going to go against Curtis Weisgerber. Shaughnessy, tough to stop down low. Strong kid. He's a senior, as mentioned, one of the 4 captains here. He'll step to the line, shooting 2. First one's up, and it is good. Coach Fisher from Marshfield was very generous with his praise of Cam Shaughnessy, having seen him now for a couple of years. Second one's up. It comes off. No good. 1 of 2 for Shaughnessy. 10-point lead. Millerick drives the lane, and Nolan Liskov willing to take the charge there. Offensive foul. So Plymouth ball, it's Peruzzi to inbound. DeSantis guarding Liskov. Across the timeline. Oh, the hand in there. .17 the shot clock. Shaughnessy up top. Kicks it down to Campbell, who goes up strong but can't lay it in. And picks up the foul. So the foul goes against Campbell. Had a good move to the basket, but didn't get the roll. Picks up the foul. That's 3 team fouls on the Eagles. 10-point lead. Better energy from the Rams in the early stages of this third quarter. As we approach the 5-minute mark, DeSantis drives on Liskov, turns around, puts it up around the rim. No good. Rebound to Peruzzi. Peruzzi's going to bring it up himself. Takes a look. Holds outside. Weisgerber with him. Shaughnessy pushing off on a mismatch and just turns just too big and strong for Millerick and was able to take advantage of that mismatch. Weisgerber puts up a 3 around the rim, no good. Rebound to Liskov. 12-point lead. Shot won't fall for Liskov. Millerick with the ball. Brings it all the way down, head fake, kicks it all the way out. Now it's to DeSantis. DeSantis tries to find Millerick. 1 pass too many there. Turnover. It'll be Liskov. Liskov brings it up. Guarded by Millerick. Peruzzi trying to find Campbell. Campbell didn't see it, and the ball goes right into the arms of DiGiacomo. DiGiacomo to Mitchelson. DiGiacomo to Weisgerber. Now ends up in the corner to DeSantis. Has his shot rejected by Campbell. The Marshfield ball. Inbounded right down beneath us here. DeSantis frustrated. Evan Millerick looking to inbound. 3:53 to go in the quarter. It's Walden with the ball. Shot launches a 3, no good. Rebound to DeSantis. DeSantis looking to draw contact, throws it up off the rim, no good, but he does get the foul. It's going to be a 2-shot foul now. Rocco DeSantis, co-captain. First one's up and it's good. Matt Habel checks into the game, replacing Evan Millerick. Second free throw now to DeSantis. And it's good. 2 free throws for Rocco DeSantis. Makes it a 10-point game. Plenty of time. 3:40 to go in the third quarter. Liskov Gets the ball down low. Zimito out to Shaughnessy, out to Campbell now. Campbell finds his good look. Shot's no good. DeSantis ends up with the ball on a rebound by Habel. Nice way to keep it in by Matt Habel. DeSantis goes into the lane, throws up a wild one that does not fall. Shaughnessy with the rebound for Plymouth. Shaughnessy's out of control, has it taken away by DeSantis, who's going to take it in himself, lays it off the glass. So Shaughnessy had the ball stripped from him. DeSantis lays it in, got an 8-point lead. Shrinking now for the Eagles. Campbell brings it in, picks up the basket in the foul. Every time the Rams get close, the Eagles able to pull back away. Josh Campbell, strong to the hole, picks up the foul. Colby Laurie is going to come into the game. He's replacing Jack Mitchelson, senior for senior. Campbell looking to finish a three-point play here. He puts it up, it's around the rim, no good. Off the front of the rim. Weisgerber with the rebound, gets it to Habel. Evan Habel out to DeSantis. DeSantis tempted, brings it into the lane, a little out of control. And we're going to have steps called there on Connor Walden. Couple quick steps once he had the ball. 10-point lead for Plymouth North, 35-25, 2:44 to go in the quarter. Campbell to inbound it to Liskoff. DeSantis guarding Liskoff. Yopa's back into the game, had a big first half, gets it to Campbell up top. Liskoff now with the ball. Tries to get the Shaughnessy in among the trees, somehow comes away with it. Looks to the official, but doesn't get the call. Loria now with the ball for the Rams. Holds above his head, looks, gets it into the hands of DeSantis. Rocco DeSantis tries to find a lane, creates some space, throws up an air ball, rebounded there by Habel, puts it up quick, no good off the glass. Rebound to Weisgerber now. 3 chances for the Rams. DeSantis, 20 on the shot clock. 2 minutes in the quarter. DeSantis is going to take it in himself, kicks it all the way out to Habel, who's going to launch a 3. It's around the rim, no good. Battle along the boards, up for grabs. Shaughnessy to Peruzzi, who gets it to Liskoff, who lays it in off the glass. Big counter there from the Eagles. Here comes DeSantis, draws some contact, able to maintain control and puts it up, and it's good. DeSantis motions to the bench to pick it up a little bit. 10-point lead. Yopis puts it up. He draws the foul. Foul goes against Habel. A little bit of a hold on the approach by Yopis. 3 team fouls on the Rams. Julian Yopis puts the first one in. Solid free throw shooter. Calm. Good form. 11-point lead now for Plymouth North. Every time the Rams start to close it, Plymouth has had the answer. Better quarter all the way around for Marshfield. And Plymouth has been tough. Josh Campbell comes out of the game. We got Jamori Leonard back into the game, as well as Josh Gomes. Peruzzi and Grant. Aiden Grant, sophomore in the game for the Eagles. So 39-27. 2 free throws for Yopis, who comes out of the game. It's Millerick with the ball for the Rams. He's going to drive, puts it behind his back, goes in among the trees as it's swatted away quickly there by Grant. Be Marshfield ball. Minute 14 to go in the quarter. Quick substitution. It's going to be Max Allen. Steps into the game for Peruzzi. Millerick to Habel. Up top. Habel behind his back. He steps in. Still going to be Marshfield ball. That pass couldn't connect with Jared Doyle. Went out off of Plymouth North. Inbounded right in front of the Marshfield bench. Millerick takes a look. Gets it to Habel. Habel takes a look. Gets it to Loria. Loria drives in with the left hand. He's going to take it all himself. Reverses to the right hand. Lays it in off glass. 10-point lead. Under a minute to go here. It's Gomes holding the ball in the corner. Gets it out to Leonard. Leonard guarded tightly. Habel, opportunistic. As Leonard was looking in, Habel put two hands on the ball. Possession arrow. Possession arrow goes back to Plymouth. Good hustle there by Habel. Some solid minutes for Matt Habel tonight. Yopes comes back into the game quickly for Grant. It's Leonard now with the ball guarded tightly. Yopes with the ball, 42 seconds to go in the quarter. Steps out to the free throw line, puts it up around, no good. Ball squirts out all the way to Leonard. Gonna hold it. Half a minute to go in this third quarter. Habel's going to pick up the foul away from the ball. That'll be 14 fouls on the Rams. So 30.3 to go in this third quarter. 10-point lead for Plymouth North. Allen guarded tightly by Loria. Leonard, Yopes. 20 on the shot clock. Yopes takes it in with the left hand. Pretty move, but couldn't finish it. Rebound went to Doyle. Ball ends up with Walden. It's going to be Plymouth ball. Went out of bounds off of Walden. So 8.8 on the clock. 10-point lead for Plymouth North. Trying to add to that one. They throw a long outlet to Leonard. Got it all the way in, goes in with the left hand. 6 seconds, see if Marshfield can answer. It's Habel, steps forward, tries to throw a bounce pass to Doyle. Marshfield's gonna run out of time and space there. 41-29, quick answer there on the counter for Plymouth North, extends the lead. 41-29 after 3 quarters. We'll be back with you for fourth quarter action from the gymnasium at Marshfield High School. Thanks for joining us on a Thursday night in the Patriot League on Marshfield Community Television. Be right back with you. We're back for the fourth quarter. Going to be the same starting five for the Rams. Weisgerber, Mitchelson, DeSantis, Millerick, and DiGiacomo. DeSantis brings the ball in to start the quarter. Rams are trailing by 12. Looking for a cut there. Ball knocked out of bounds by Leonard. DeSantis was trying to find Millerick there. Millerick's going to inbound the ball right in front of us, down below. Rams in their white. Plymouth in their visiting blues. DiGiacomo kicks the ball over in the corner. Finds DeSantis, who gets to Mitchelson, who launches a three, and it's around the rim and can't fall. Shaughnessy with a strong rebound. Quick outlet to Leonard. Leonard's going to take his time, bring it across the timeline. Has it knocked into there by DiGiacomo. Allen with the ball. Now to Yopez. Yopez steps into the lane, stops, puts up a shot around the rim. No good. Rebound fought for. Millerick does a great job to come away with that and not get tied up. DeSantis holds. Jack Mitchelson circling up top. DeSantis holds the ball, comes into the lane, spins it up. No good. Goes for his own rebound, comes away with it. Quick foul. Foul goes against Cam Shaughnessy. That's 5 team fouls. We've got 5 team fouls on Plymouth North. We've got 4 on Marshfield. Official getting into a little discussion with the assistant coach, Weisgerber. Okay, so it's clear the foul was on Cam Shaughnessy. Some discussion there. Coach Ward wanted to know. Mitchelson kicks it out to DeSantis. DeSantis brings it into the lane. Able to get a pass off that's picked off by Peruzzi. Alec Peruzzi on the spot. Looking to find Campbell. Campbell turns. Jumps. No good. Ball is brought down there by Weisgerber. Weisgerber with the DiGiacomo throws a nice bounce pass to DeSantis. He's trapped in the corner. Able to play it off of Yopez smartly. Quick timeout taken in the process once DeSantis found himself in trouble. Coach Fisher standing right there, able to call a timeout. DeSantis just turned and sat down. So we've played a minute and a half. Not much has been settled in that minute and a half. It's still 41-29, 6.5 to go in the game. Marshfield playing the first of back-to-back games, as mentioned. Tonight against Plymouth North. Tomorrow doesn't get any easier. Get the Dragons of Duxbury coming in. Always a tight game when those two rivals get together. Hope you can join us here for that one tomorrow night at 6:30. We'll just take a quick timeout and be right back with you on MCTV. So we're back. 6.5 to go, 6:31 to be exact. Got an official talking to a parent, never a good thing. Millerick with the ball into Weisgerber, backing his way in against Shaughnessy. Steps up and lets soft touch, lays it in. looking at now a 10-point lead for Plymouth North. It's Leonard for Plymouth North, bringing it across the timeline, guarded by DeSantis. Peruzzi holds the ball above his head, guarded by Mitchelson. Steps into the lane, kicks it out to Leonard, launches a three around the rim, no good. Brought down by Evan Millerick, who's going to bring it up himself. Millerick steps, stops, gets it out to Mitchelson. Quickly to DiGiacomo, who launches a three up the front of the rim, no good. Battled for quick hands by Millerick, but it ends up with Peruzzi. Alec Peruzzi holds, looking to settle it down a little bit, and he travels in the process. Came down, tried to settle. His feet betrayed him. Official quick to call the travel. Going to have a quick substitution. Alec Peruzzi is going to be replaced by Nolan Liskov. And for the Rams, we've got Connor Walden coming into the game for James DiGiacomo. Good effort from DiGiacomo there, some good minutes. It's DeSantis with the ball. Steps in, finds Weisgerber right underneath. Nice soft touch. Better from Marshfield. 8-point lead now. See if Plymouth can answer. They've been able to all night. Just hovering around this 10, 12, 8-point lead. Campbell now. Sends it into Shaughnessy with the big body. Puts it off the glass. No good. A little out of control. Rebound to Connor Walden. DeSantis on the fly. Takes a look. Stops. Stutters. Gets it out to Millerick, who launches a three, and it's good. So a good three-pointer has cut this lead to 5 points. Much better spirit, much better shooting from the Rams. What was once a double-digit lead is down to 5 points in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time, 5 minutes, 10 seconds to go. So a little bit more signs of life over there on the Marshfield bench. Plymouth North has been able to regroup every time tonight. Let's see if they have the answers when they come out of this break. We'll be back with you shortly here on Marshfield Community Television. Thanks for tuning in. Both teams a little slow coming out of the timeout, catching those extra minutes. A little more challenging this year and playing with masks on at a time of COVID. Want to say hello to a few of the people who have been texting tonight, watching from down in Plymouth, and also all the way up in Maine and all the way down to Texas. We've got people looking in tonight. So we're thrilled that we're able to stream the games to you, and it's nice to get the feedback. So hello to everybody locally and all over. We're going to have Leonard inbound the ball for the Eagles. Full court press by the Rams. It's broken. Yope is with the ball up top. DeSantis going to pick him up there. Shaughnessy holds. Looks to find Campbell, who jumps, draws the contact. Quick whistle there. Foul's going to go against Connor Walden. That's 5 team fouls on the Rams. Campbell shooting 2. First one's up and good. Josh Campbell, sophomore, puts the second one in. 2 free throws. Gets the lead back up to 7. 4:48 to go in this fourth quarter. DeSantis with the ball. Harassed there by Leonard. Ball comes out to Millerick. Holds, gets it inside to Weisgerber. Back. Got a foul away from the ball. It's not a foul, it's just a kick ball. Marshfield maintains possession. Coach Fisher yelling instructions. Millerick looks to get it into Weisgerber. Gets it back to Millerick, who kicks it out to Walden. Walden with a soft touch around the rim, no good. Rebound to Campbell. Campbell over to Yopis. Yopis, quick moves, good handle. Brings it across the timeline, stops, picks it up again, puts it in off the glass. Good individual effort from Julian Yopis. He's as good as advertised. Got a quick shot coming up, three-pointer no good. Rebound fought for, comes away. It's Liskoff. Gets it to Yopis. Stop that man off the glass, puts it in with the right hand. Marshfield needs to answer. It's getting away from an 11-point lead. Weisgerber puts it up, short one, no good. Shaughnessy with the rebound. Yopis again, on fire, turns, spins. You got to call something there. Draws the foul. It's going to go against DeSantis. Julian Yopis is taken over in the last minute. He's drawn 2 free throws here. He's been averaging 22 points a game. Puts the first one in. Extends the lead to 12 for the Eagles. Marshfield got as close as 5. Colby Loria comes into the game for the Rams, replacing Connor Walden. Loria steps underneath with Weisgerber. Yopis will shoot his second. He makes the second. Perfect from the free throw line tonight. See if Marshfield can answer. Weisgerber working in against Shaughnessy. Goes in with the right hand. He draws a little contact. Ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be Marshfield ball. .13 lead for the Eagles, 49-36. Marshfield's going to do something fast if they're going to do anything. It's DeSantis, guarded by Leonard, stops, puts up the shot around the rim, no good, falls short. Leonard takes that pass from Shaughnessy, who pulled down another rebound. Cam Shaughnessy putting up impressive numbers tonight. Ball stolen there now. Weisgerber with the ball. He's going to take it all himself, lays it in off the glass. It comes around, it's no good. Campbell gets the ball. Going to take it all himself. He lays it off glass, and it's good. This one's starting to get away from the Rams. 3:05 to go. 15-point lead for Plymouth North. Has the answer every time tonight. Weisgerber takes it into the lane. Going to get a blocking foul there. The block's going to go against Liskoff. That's 16 fouls on Plymouth North. Going to send Curtis Weisgerber to the line, co-captain, senior. He'll shoot 2. First one's up. It's good. Didn't even hesitate. Now he'll draw Leonard and Yopis underneath. For the second one. Weisgerber up. Around the rim, no good. Yopis with the rebound. Official with an accidental whistle there. Plymouth to inbound, 2:52 to go in the quarter. In the game. Shaughnessy now holds. Full court press by Marshfield. Leonard holding the ball. Guarded by Tracy. Ryan Tracy just brought up from junior varsity. Nice to see him out on the floor. Yopis drives into the lane, kicks it to Campbell, who gets in real close and just lays it in. Josh Campbell is a leaper. Now it's Leonard with the steal. Jamari Leonard rides through the lane, throws it in. Campbell's able to pick it up. Throws up the shot off the rim, no good. Rebound to Loria, who gets it to DeSantis. Marshfield has to hurry. DeSantis steps in by himself, puts it up, it's short. Yopis now Takes the outlet, brings it in himself, lays it in with a left hand off the glass. That's going to be a timeout taken by the Rams. This one's gotten away from them. 2:08 to go. Fourth quarter, 55-37. 18-point lead for the visitors from Plymouth North. Looking to pick up their fourth win of the season. As mentioned, Rams will be playing tomorrow night against the Dragons of Duxbury, 6:30 p.m. right here on Marshfield Community Television. Also streaming live on the Facebook page of MCTV. Hope you'll be able to join us. Always a good one when the Dragons come to town. We'll take a quick break and be right back with you for the final 2:08 of this one. We're back for the final 2:08. Plymouth North 55, Marshfield Rams 37. Both teams with 6 personal fouls. Walden brings the ball to Millerick. Millerick takes it across the timeline. He takes a look. Going to have to put something up quickly. Drives, puts up with the right hand. Just stepped around Zimatel, able to lay it in off glass. 55-39. Liskoff being harassed there by Ryan Tracy. Ryan Tracy playing good defense. Meeting the moment. Campbell steps into the lane, draws contact, ball rolls around the rim and into. Basket's no good. Foul was before the shot. Contact before the drive. Foul goes against Kobe Loria. That's 7 on the Rams. That's going to put the Eagles in the bonus. Josh Campbell steps to the line. First one off the rim, no good. Marshfield rushing down, hoping to get a look here. Stevens with the ball. Had it go out of bounds, so Drew Stevens in the ball game. Looking to make something happen late. Tracy. Ryan Tracy drives, has it blocked right there by Liskoff. Ball's out to Peruzzi. Kobe Loria fights with Peruzzi on the floor. Those two know each other from the soccer season. Peruzzi flips the ball back to the official. Timeout taken. Taken by Plymouth North. There's 1:28 left to go in this one. 16-point lead for Plymouth North. We'll come right back to you as soon as the horn sounds. So the Rams looking to make a miraculous comeback here with 1:28 to go, trailing by 16. Get some reserves in, mixed with a little bit of veteran experience. Peruzzi's going to inbound the ball. Plymouth North still with many of their starters in. A violation there. It'll be Marshfield ball, 1:27 to go. It'll Tracy inbounds the ball. Gets it to Habel. Habel over to Stevens. Ball ends up with Ryan Tracy, who scores his first points as a varsity ball player. 55-42, 1:13 to go. It's Liskoff with the ball, guarded again by Tracy. Ball steps around the circle. Liskoff to Peruzzi. Smart passing team. Kobe Loria steps in at the right time. Waits Campbell. Campbell with a nice defensive play. Strips the ball away from Loria. Loria stopped with a fake. Campbell on his way down, able to strip it. It'll be Marshfield ball with just under a minute to go in the fourth quarter. Plymouth has now cleared their bench. It's Campbell. Brings the ball up. All by himself. Takes it in. Comes off the rim hard. Rebound grabbed there by Drew Stevens. Stevens gets the ball out to Tracy. Tracy steps around Campbell. Gets it to Loria. Loria takes a look. Kicks it all the way across to Drew Stevens. Ball fake. Puts it up. Right hand off the front of the rim. No good. Rebound to Doyle. Doyle puts it up. No good. Gets his own rebound with the left hand. Puts it up. Rebound finally brought down by Campbell. Gets the outlet there to Max Allen. Max Allen's going to dribble this one out. Defended there. That's going to do it. They're just going to dribble this one out. Max Allen, the junior from Plymouth North, capping off a good night for the Plymouth North Eagles. Come up the street from Plymouth, leave the Marshfield Gymnasium with a 13-point victory. We'll be back with you tomorrow night at 6:30 for senior night, honoring the many seniors on this team: Mitchelson, English, Loria, Weisgerber, DeSantis, Skulski, DiGiacomo, and Doyle. Hope you can join us at 6:30 on Marshfield Community Television. David Snow signing off. Thanks for joining us tonight.